Hello, and welcome to episode 52 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, along with Tom Harrison, just two regular guys fighting prostate cancer, and glad to have you along for the ride. It's Taco Tuesday, and so just right off the bat, I'm running behind the eight ball today, Tom. I had terrible night's sleep last night, woke up at 2 o'clock this morning, still awake at 3. Like, man, I cannot get back to sleep. And I've learned from past experience to stay off the phone. You know, don't pick it up, start scrolling through social media, because then it just amps you more. You know, you get more awake and stuff. So I laid there and I laid there and I laid there, and I just tried to relax and, said a little prayer, and just kind of, it wasn't working. So I got up, walked out here to the kitchen, had something to drink, and then got some sleep aids, and chew a little bit of a sleep aid.
I need to try one of those.
Yeah, it works good, man. Went back to bed, so that was 3 o'clock in the morning, and then next thing I know, I'm out. Next thing I know, it's 8:15. My phone's ringing, and I'm looking at it without my glasses on. And I go, 6:15. Who's calling me at 6:15 in the morning? And then I pick up the phone and I look at it closer, and I go, oh, it's 8:15. And then I get a text on top of that, and I had ordered groceries from Walmart. So they were saying, hey, your groceries are going to be there in 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, crap. So had to get out of bed. I probably would have slept till noon if I hadn't got the phone calls. And then Roberto came and cleaned my truck today. So I've been up. And then right when you texted me this afternoon, I had just laid down on the couch. So I got about half hour sleep, but I'm just running behind. You know how it is when you can't seem to catch up. So gonna watch the debate tonight, and after that crash and be out of it. But what do you do on the nights when you can't sleep?
I'll jump on the phone and try and read it off, or start the TV, or I don't know, snack.
I'll tell you what, my latest thing has been oatmeal raisin cookies, soft ones. And so I keep those in the cupboard. And at 2 o'clock in the morning with a ice cold glass of milk, oh, that's good stuff. Limit it to one cookie, but otherwise I could sit out here and eat the whole package.
I had these rice cake things that come in the sleeve,
Yeah.
Don't ever buy them. They taste like freaking styrofoam, man.
The Quaker things.
Yeah. It's like styrofoam. Because Kathy bought them for me because they were low fiber. They were good for the radiation diet. So I never tried them, but then I said, I'll try them tonight. And it's like styrofoam, man.
Styrofoam with a little flavor salt on top of it.
Yeah, they hardly any flavor. It's like styrofoam is all rubbery, so.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. But the other thing I was going to ask you about is we all have days where we're down. And I'm, knocking on wood, I'm actually on a pretty good run of not having any pity parties lately. Just every day has felt good. And I think it's kind of what we were talking about yesterday. I feel like we did something with the radiation. So I'm kind of riding, still riding high on the fact that we did some damage to it, hopefully, but at least we're doing something. But then you have those days where it's just kind of like, it's not there. You feel a little depressed and a little. So what do you do to get out of those kind of things?
Well, I tune into your channel. You bring me up, man. And I force myself to talk. Otherwise, I'll just go and I'll sit, and I'll mope around. I try exercise, go for a walk, or get out in the garden is really good for me. That's when I usually conquer the world in the garden while I'm thinking,
There you go.
All my thoughts. And I know it's hard to get rid of sometimes,
It is tough. And one of the things I've noticed that makes a big difference is when you get a chance to see what somebody else is going through.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This is the email that I sent you earlier. And I just came across, actually, this man's wife is the one that posted up his story. And I had to look at it twice, read it twice, because it was like, oh my gosh. And what I'm going to do is put the link in the description below so everybody else can click on it and go to this YouTube channel as well. And the guy's name is Garry. He's done one episode, and that just came out on the 24th. So no idea how often he's going to do it, but you can do like with me. You can click on subscribe, and it'll tell you when a new one's up here. But he has stage 4 prostate cancer that was diagnosed in November of 2018. He had a PSA of 680 and a Gleason of 9. Now, unfortunately, it's already metastasized into his bones, including his skull, his ribs, his spine, and his legs. It says his bladder is stretched to 3 times the size it should be, has to self-catheterize every day. It says, despite that, still has an amazing outlook. Now, I did get a chance to watch the video already, and to say that he has an amazing outlook is an understatement. I mean, this guy is just full of positivity. He's full of faith. He is a very, God-oriented guy. So he does discuss his faith. He does discuss the Lord, and he says a prayer at the end of it. So if that turns you off, that may not be, for everybody. But
there's nothing wrong with a little spirituality.
True, exactly. But I got to tell you, it makes you instantly look at your life and go, wow, I got nothing to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just human nature to look at what's going on in our lives and think, man, this sucks. How come I got cancer? Why am I dealing with this? And then you see a guy like this who they can't fix him. I mean, this is it. He already knows I'm not coming back from this trip. This is what I got. This is the hand I was dealt, and what am I going to do with it? So, it just really warms my heart that he's doing that. And, I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do here, is to get some information out, maybe uplift people a little bit, answer some questions, maybe a little levity, but
got to get it early.
Yeah, we're not going through anything like what he's going through. So he's going to tell his story from beginning to end. So it'll be, this one was just kind of like a ballpark thing, saying this is what I have, this is what's going on. And then starting with the next one, he's going to go chronologically, I guess, and talk about, like we have, with how he got diagnosed and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be checking that one out, but it'll be in the description if you guys want to, click on it and go check it out. It's just, I can't imagine. That is just crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, one time I was skiing. I was up at Mammoth skiing. I was skiing down, a pretty good trail. And I noticed the person in front of me had the same skis as I did. I'm out skiing around. I was following his tracks about 20 feet ahead of me. And I got up and we both came down to the bottom. And I noticed there was only one ski. She had one ski and she was ripping that mountain, and it was a girl.
Oh, man.
And I came up beside her. Oh, man, you're doing all right on that thing. She's, she had these little outriggers on her ski poles. Mm-hmm. And, every time I was on the lift, I remember that my knees are hurting them all. I remember that, Mom. You think your knees are hurting? What do you think? She has got one knee,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a guy that surfs down at the jetty, what would be T15, the very first, as you're traveling north on PCH and you go over the man-made jetty that they put in, I don't know what, 10 years ago. Yeah. So T15 right there, and then 16 and then 17. He surfs right there at T15. Same thing. He has both legs are artificial. And it's like, really? I mean, he outsurfs me by a mile, and both of my legs are real, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, hey, no matter how bad I think I got it, somebody else has got it worse, which doesn't mean that you can't have that emotional, hey, I feel bad for myself. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
But on those really bad days when you're like, man, I can't do this. Yeah, you can, because other people have.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of that last night when you sent me the text, and I'd have been there, man. If you needed that lotion, I'd come.
Yeah. every once in a while, late at night, man, my lower legs just start itching. I think it must be from the sun or something. Because as soon as I went and put lotion on them, it stopped. Well, how come I didn't do this 5 years ago? I just sit there going, an agony, itching. I'm going, man, what in the hell? Finally got so bad I got up and I text you tomorrow. Your legs ever itch after radiation?
Yeah, I got the itch, but it was just where the beams went because the skin got all irritated. So I just put the lotion on there. Yeah. But it was funny because I was just going to bed. The second you sent me the text and said you are awake, I'm like, well, I am. I'm heading down there, and then I thought, you know what? He won't take me up. He's not going to take me up on this. But while I was texting you, I went in the bathroom and I got it out and I set it on the counter because it'd take me 8 minutes to get to your house. So I thought, no big deal. I could zip over there and drop it off. But yeah, so that's how I feel.
I appreciate.
You need lotion in the middle. Wait, that doesn't sound right. And then I was going to say, if your legs are itching in the middle, no, that doesn't sound right either. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Bunch of stuff going on tonight. Thanks to everybody that's watching all of the prayers and good thoughts and the shaka and the juju and the aloha, everything that's coming through. We appreciate that. We really do. And if you'd like to continue to follow along, click on the subscribe button below, ring the bell, and you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And the thumbs up helps a lot. Just jam those things on there and help out the algorithm here and make it easier to find. Like this guy that we're telling you about today, we're going to share his information. So that's going to step up his algorithm. And that's what we want, is to make this easier for people to find. Yeah. So if you would, like, share, put it on Facebook, whatever. And thank you to the people that have too, because we've had quite a few of our friends share this on Facebook. So the more it gets out there, hopefully the more guys will find this that have prostate, or their mates see it, something like that. And then and maybe what we're doing might get spread a little bit farther. So, yeah. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Love you, man.
Okay, love you too, bro.
All right, and I will see you in the morning.
Okay, good night.